is going to get weird, so strap on in. So, a few nights ago, I fall asleep on the couch. I didn't have to work the next day, so it wasn't a big deal. I fell asleep on the couch, this couch. And I had this bizarre dream, and I instantly texted it to myself once I woke up because it just was like crazy, and I like had to talk about it. Didn't get around to making the video until many days later, neither here nor there. But anyways, this dream, I woke up probably like 3 in the morning from this crazy dream. So I was sitting at my grandma's pool area, Niles, Ohio. But none of her, or my mom, or none of the relatives were there. It was me and some two random guys, like a middle-aged guy and like a younger guy, probably younger than me, like maybe in his 20s. And all of a sudden, the sky gets like really dark, like kind of an overcast, but there's a lot of black clouds, like it's gonna storm. And all of a sudden, all these Air Force fighter jets, and I'm talking about like rows and rows of like 8 or 10 per row, and just never ending. They're all flying, buzzing around the sky. They're doing crazy tricks, going around the sky. You look around to the other end of the sky, and all of a sudden, you see in the distance, this big explosion, they all like come crashing down. Like they all friggin' crash. And then all of a sudden, this deafening, crazy noise happens, and we're all like going deaf and like, like, oh. And then we pass out, and then I wake up. Now, I was thinking, what if we turn that into like a movie, like a cool 60s sci-fi conspiracy thing? Because the two guys sitting next to me were like dressed like basically rocket scientists from the 60s. So I thought, what if we did this? This is where it gets weird because I'm weird. So I was thinking, what if the middle-aged guy, his name's James or Jim Fillmore, and we'll call the movie Fillmore. He's a rocket scientist set in, we're going to say 1969, same year that we went to the moon. Anyways, fun fact, boys and girls. Anyways, I was thinking him, and then the other guy, the younger guy, is his son, Jimmy Fillmore, also known as Jake. James Jacob Fillmore Jr. Jimmy or Jake, we'll call him Jimmy. And he just got back from Nam. Yes, he was in the shit. So he's a former, Army Ranger, Marine, whatever. And he just got back from Vietnam. He's got major PTSD and paranoia. And so basically what happens in this Fillmore movie that I've come up with, Fillmore is a rocket scientist. He knows a lot about the shit that's going on with the military, with Vietnam. There's a major government cover-up. It involves aliens and Vietnam. Fillmore knows too much. Well, Fillmore, like me, just happened to be asleep on the couch one night, middle of the night. All of a sudden, he gets awoken. There's an alien standing in his living room. And he's like in shock. He doesn't know what to do. The alien reaches out to shake his hand. So he goes to shake the alien's hand. And when he shakes the alien's hand, it basically stuns him to death. And so he's dead, like on the carpet of his living room. And of course, nobody else knows that this alien killed him, and that's how he died. They find him dead the next day. Well, anyways, this movie is going to fast forward then 25 years in the future, 1994, same year as Apollo 13. That movie was made, not the actual flight. Tom Hanks. Anyways, well, actually, I think technically Apollo 13 might have officially came out in 1995, but fuck it, Forrest Gump came out in 1994, close enough. Anyways, they're going to fast forward 25 years. Young Jimmy, he's now closer to the age his dad was when he died, his 40s, 50s, whatever. He has some kind of government job now, and he basically stumbles upon shit that he's not supposed to know, and he becomes aware of his dad's actually how his dad actually died. This whole alien thing and the whole Vietnam alien cover up. And so basically now he's trying to work to expose the government, putting his own life, he's got his own family now, putting his own life on the line. Pretty crazy shit, I thought. So anyways, I thought, since I'll be involved in the making of this movie, I'll also control the soundtrack because, you gotta. So I was thinking, it'd be a lot of cool 60s music, like, gotta defeat a honor, don't you know that I love you. And a little bit of, with a little help from my friends, and a little bit of Santana. You gotta have some Santana. Have some Led Zeppelin, Over the Hills and Far Away. Of course, you have to have David Bowie. Little Space Odyssey, Ground control to Major Tom. And then when you fast forward to the 90s, you have a lot of cool alternative rock shit. Some Chili Peppers, some fucking Smashing Pumpkins. A little bit of Green Day. Stone Temple Pilots. I think this movie could be a fucking hit. Fillmore. Look for it. Fillmore. Yeah, you fucking look.